I really think that Taylor Swift's magic has left the building. Jimmy Kimmel was very upset that Donald Trump took a shot at Taylor Swift. Trump was making fun of the fact that she got booed openly at the Super Bowl and he got cheered to the high heavens. And Jimmy Kimmel didn't much like that and had the following to say.
Yes, the other day I did a video about Trump reacting to Taylor Swift. Jimmy did not have it okay. His response to this clip, Megyn Kelly reacted to it. I just want to show you what is going on. There is something really concerning with these people. They can't even learn from their mistakes. Democrats made the same mistakes like this, taking up the mainstream media celebrities to go after them, campaign with them. This is 2025. They can't understand exactly why they didn't even win.
That she got booed openly at the Super Bowl and he got cheered to the high heavens. And Jimmy Kimmel didn't much like that and had the following to say.
Trump was at the game. He got a big thrill because some of the crowd booed Taylor Swift when they put her up on the Jumbotron, which of course made Harry Conman Sr. very happy. He posted 3 times about this. After the game, he wrote, the only one that had a tougher night than the Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. Well, she didn't get booed out of the stadium. Unlike you, she stayed for the whole game. And it was the Eagles fans who were booing her. But you're right. It's all about you. It's always all. Trump's just jealous of Taylor Swift because she has more followers and more money and no kids than he does.
Okay. But by the way, I was there all the way through and she was gone. She was missing in action for most of the second half. So I don't know what he's talking about. Trump left at his previously designated time, which was, I think, 8:02. That had been scheduled and that is when he left. And it's a little harder, Jimmy, when you're the president of the United States, because if you leave when everybody else is leaving, you completely F them over because no one can move anywhere. It's total gridlock in the city. Hello. Trump got smart by Trump 2.0 when it comes to fighting the administrative state. And bit by bit, he is undoing their soft power agenda. He now knows where the soft spot in the belly is. And he's sticking the knife in and trying to get back our funds and stop this crazy agenda that nobody voted for, that's been rolling forward administration under administration. Doesn't matter whether it's a Republican or Dem at the top. And man, are they pissed. Now they're like, now it's on. Now you're actually going to things we care about, which is like our slush funds. So I think he will prevail on the law front, on the lawfare. But man, it's going to be a slugfest.
Y'all seen them Democrats out there making up nursery rhyme songs because they lose.
Yes, this is not all. Bima had a segment today with Kid Rock. A question surveyed to Kid Rock pertaining to this. What he said, Bima was actually shocked. He didn't have to respond to that.
This was the epitome of DEI. This was the epitome of DEI blowing up. Because, the NFL was all this DEI and racism, all this stuff. They got Jay-Z in their book and this. And Kendrick Lamar goes out there and basically turns DEI into an IED. It's all black people, or all people of color, speaking to his crowd in the hood, black people. It was the most non-exclusive, or the most exclusive thing ever. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome.
Did you watch the Super Bowl? Did you see the commercials? Did you see the Nike commercial?
You can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So, put yourself first. You can't be confident, so be confident. You can't challenge, so challenge. You can't dominate, so dominate. You can't flex, so flex. You can't fill a stadium, so fill that stadium. You can't be emotional, so be emotional. You can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be so ambitious. You can't break records. You can't have any fun. You can't make demands. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win.
Okay, so this is a phrase I use a lot here, zombie line. A zombie lie, it means like something that used to be true and it stopped being true and then people kept saying it. I feel like this is a giant zombie lie. And if the Democrats are ever going to win again, they have to realize something about the American people. They're not that savvy about politics, but they know when you're lying. I mean, when was the last time a woman was told, you can't do this, you can't be confident? Who are these imaginary mean old men of the patriarchy?
I mean, most of the messages you hear out there are girl power, you go girl, girls code. The messages encouraging young women are so ubiquitous. It begins to sound not only dishonest, but just weird and defensive. It's like, who is saying this to them? Who are they fighting against? And why does it help girls and women to be thought that, to think of themselves as uniquely in battle?
Yes, Maher may be controversial, but he is spot on here. Modern Western women have more opportunity than ever before. Let's focus on real issues instead of perpetuating victimhood narrative. That is the truth. When I keep seeing this happening every time, I wonder if we're in 1980, we're in 2025. Things have changed. They are not the same. It amazed me to see that Maher is changing. I disagree with him often, but when I see him, calling out real issues like this, it amazes me. The patriarchy mind is crumbling because normal people can see with their own eyes that women are thriving. No amount of media spin can change that.
The biggest loser on Team Chiefs, I do believe, was Taylor Swift. I think it's fair to say. But so we went, and to the right, literally right next to us, was Taylor Swift. And then to the left was Donald Trump. I mean, they were there. There's Doug and yours truly, and you can see Taylor Swift right behind us. That was her booth, and the Kelsey mom and families. And then if you look to my left, there's Trump. He was two boxes over from us. And what a juxtaposition in the crowd reaction. So Taylor Swift got popped up on the Jumbotron, as happens with these big stars. And here's what happened. All right. And then here's what happened when Trump showed up on cam. Guys,
you were in between that? You were right in between those two?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I was right in between those two. Right in between those two. And it was just so obvious. The crowd loved Trump. She looked confused about why the crowd was booing her. And I submit to you, gentlemen, it doesn't have anything to do with, well, maybe a tiny bit to do with her support of the Chiefs, because I do think it was a predominantly ego.
Yes, we saw how the media struggled to spin this. Oh, Trump was booed, Trump was like, that's what I saw everywhere. But that was not true. This was a reality. Megyn Kelly was there. She observed everything. I decided to re-show you what is actually going on. Thank you guys for always being there, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. If you notice, I don't make the videos long. I could have been putting out 20-30 minute clips, but I don't like that. I really like to make it short. If you see clips after this is just for the algorithm. It helps the channel in a way I can't explain here.
A bully and a thug who's the president of the United States, U.S., it's everywhere.
There is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse within a system.
Audits. A chance to see what happens when you take a business approach to the government in the White House. We're seeing right now with this whole U.S. aid thing, where they're uncovering massive amounts of corruption.
And also, I got to say,
don't you agree?
I totally agree.
Essential.
Early on, immediately.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
To her.
No, the EU does not treat the U.S. fairly on trade, and that he has some big complaints. Is that true?
Right? And it doesn't mean that we should sit and pretend that it's suddenly okay, that this new presidency is just going to keep on keeping on. That is not the case. And
awful things have happened. And sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Future president and his gag.
Our quality and policy.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning. And, I flew here last night. I was on a plane.
you getting water to areas that need.
He's been trained his whole life to do. What do we do?
All right, right now you're looking straight. Remember it.
As a country about James.
Yeah, and then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know.
Jordan.
In the fans.
Josh Green, the governor.
Watch the news or talk.
Now look, I have a lot of.
The Democratic Party has about everything.
The next department that appears to be on the chopping block is the Department of Education. Just earlier today,